Powers collide as SEC foes for the very first time at a packed Loves Field in Norman. The Oklahoma Sooners are the four-time reigning queens of college softball, but in the SEC, the Tennessee Lady Vols are back-to-back regular season champions and not ready to relinquish that crown just yet. Alongside DJ Sanchez, I'm Chad McKee. The last time these programs met was about 30 miles up the road in Oklahoma. And they shift in Abigail Dayton into the second base spot. This is a little flare that's caught out in left field by the right fielder, Cassidy Pickering. Were you ready for that from the get-go, DJ? That's the right fielder catching a ball in left field. Washington transfer was on the Pac-12 all-freshman team there. This one is lined and caught by the diving Gabby Garcia. Well, Patty Gasso told us the other day she feels like the middle defense on the infield.
The way that she has handled herself as a freshman starting shortstop has been impressive as well.
Slow dribbler out in front. Emmerling picks it up, and safe at first is Panel. So an effective bunt. There's ball four. So runners at first and second on the infield hit by Panel, and the walk to McKenna Gibson for
Work deep into counts, thrown quite a few pitches here in the first inning to start this ball game.
There's ball four, and the bases are loaded. A golden opportunity for the Lady Volunteers here in the first inning.
All of this has started, and the change in Mueller, it was visible.
A little pop-up that's caught by the retreating Agbayani. Bases left loaded by the Lady Vols. Oklahoma coming to the plate for the first time in Norman when we return. On the field probably would be a good party starter off the field. And she gets the Oklahoma potential party started here with the leadoff walk.
And speaking of party starter, the leadoff walk, but the emotion coming from Dayton, trying to find a way to establish what that strike zone is and get in it quickly.
7 home runs in 9 SEC games for Nellie McEnroe-Marinas. She takes a call.
Especially when you know you have a pitcher who might throw it on a 3-1.
Pickering rolls this one towards second base. Ella Dodge over to first base for the second out. So Dayton able to make it down the line, and Pickering is saying,
can't get much closer than that.
Successful challenge for Patty Gasso and the Sooners, and it's young affair. Back up the middle, scooped up by Mueller, and the throw is in time. Lady Vols flashing a little leather to close out the first. Oklahoma
of making changes and needing to find a consistency.
Goodness. That one really got away, obviously, from Sam Landry. Unfortunately,
how Tennessee is offensively is every hitter in their lineup can do a little bit of everything.
Well hit, left center field, and this ball is out of here. It is gone off the bat of Doyle. A 2-0 Tennessee lead in the second.
And Doyle just went ahead and proved my point for me in a situation where there are so many different options, hit and run, getting aggressive on the base paths. Doyle able to just put an absolute swing on the ball. Her third home run of the season, but taking a pitch that was a little elevated in the zone and just putting a swing on it. Doyle just showing the power that can come from this Volunteer offense, even in the lower half of the lineup.
42 home runs as a team for the Lady Vols. That one got way out, all the way up onto the concourse. Sam Landry. Well hit into the left field corner. That ball lands and then hops just over the fence in that foul corner. It'll be a ground rule double for Gabby Leach.
I mean, so many different things here for Morgan as she shows slap.
Easy play for Sam Landry. Gabby Leach moves on down the line to third base. And that's the first out in the second inning.
Here early in this ball game, 1-2.
Caught by the first baseman Sanders, and scrambling back to third base goes Leach. 2 down in the inning.
to find that growth.
In the air to right field and caught by Cassidy Pickering. Stranded. Ella Parker lifts one to center field, and Fiedler takes care of that one. That's fourth amongst all active players. Lifts this one foul down the left field line. Is there room over there? There is. Plenty of it, in fact, for Morgan. Wind is going to hold that thing up.
To this program and being a spark. Everything she does, and seeing it right there as she breaks up the 1-2-3 inning and draws a 4-pitch walk. But that's what she does. It's consistent.
Swings right through that one. So the brief conference in the circle with Megan Rhodes Smith pays off. It's a strikeout to finish the frame.
Is make in-game adjustments and respond.
Easy pickup there for Sanders to tag the bag at first and retire Gibson to begin the third.
Thing the transfer portal does is it just really shakes up what each of these teams look like each year.
Sanders is just able to hang on. That ball was actually over the wall and into the camera well down.
But kind of going back to that thought of transfers and how quickly
that ball will scoot on through off the bat of Nealer into center field. A 2-out single for the Tennessee shortstop. Been about solidifying that defense. And Karen Weekly's not been super happy with it. Said they just need to arrive at the best combination. That is a line drive rocket by Dodge, caught by Agbayani, and the inning's over. 2-0, Tennessee on top, headed to the
scenes as anybody.
Hannah Core in for the Sooners, the number 9 batter, and she draws a walk. Multiple players in the leadoff spot. This one is popped up. It evades the glove of Marchetko and of the shortstop Nealer, and everybody will be safe. Maybe not what Abigail Dayton had planned, but it
call a hit and run to take the pressure off of your batters sometimes, but that ball up in the air, Sooners got away with one there. And curious to see the scoring.
Gotta go base hit, right? I don't think any.
McEnroe Marinas.
Swing and a miss. A strikeout for the second time. Marchetko's able to fan Nelly McEnroe Marinas. Home run.
Not a stat line you see often.
You do not. She's riding a 7-game hit streak, make it 8 after the hit earlier tonight, and the bases are now loaded. And Gabby in the inning. So there was the pitch clock violation, and so Pickens inherited a 1-0 count on Garcia, who hits this one in the air to left. Morgan back to play it. And Oklahoma will get the first run of the game as Core slides in to make it a 2-1 contest on a sacrifice fly by Leeds, and get ready for her at bat, DJ, but just tough to deal with. Hits this one toward left center field. Morgan over to catch it, and the inning's over. So Pickens comes from the bullpen. Pounded into the ground on a hop to McEnroe Marinas. One away in the fourth. Bounced over the left field foul fence. Slow roller to second. Agbayani takes care of Leach. 2 gone.
It's here tonight.
Tough short hop there by Garcia, but she's able to get Morgan. And that's the first 1-2-3 inning worked in the circle by Sam Landry tonight. 2-1, Tennessee lead.
It's easy to get stuck in your ways of, well, this I've told you once, I've told you twice. I'm not going to tell you again, almost like a parent. But finding a way of learning what makes every single one of your players tick.
2 miles per hour. Previous fastest pitch was a former fellow Lady Volunteer, Monica Abbott. That was nicely done with the second baseman Dodge coming in behind Gibson to get the out at first base.
That's not what makes her great. What makes her great is how well she commands her pitches.
And she has retired all 5 Oklahoma hitters she has seen. To the 5th we go in Norman. 2-1
Yep.
were scored by a batter who was either hit by pitch or drew a walk. Agbayani, easy over the first with the first out.
Defense, and this defense does not disappoint.
That was hit on a line, a bit of a late jump out there by Core, and she was just able to pluck it off the outfield turf to retire Taylor Panel. I don't know if she didn't get a clean look at her to that ball. Career runs driven in. And a high chopper, an easy one for Landry. And now back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings in the circle for Sam Landry. 5th inning stretch time. Tennessee leads Oklahoma. Maya Bland is pinch hitting here for the Sooners. And the outcome is the same. It is a strikeout to start the 5th. Abigail Dayton sends this one to deep right center field, and it's out of here. The leadoff batter in the lineup for Oklahoma.
And just like that, Abby Dayton ties the ball game up. Just her 2nd home run of the season, and took advantage of a pitch up in the zone and got it up in what we're going to go ahead and call a jet stream of wind. That pitch up at the letters, and did such a great job of handling that pitch up in the zone and launched it.
Patty Gasso calls her the party starter. In the leadoff spot for a reason. She provides energy, and she provides a thump with one away here in the 5th inning. In 9 SEC games, she had a home run in each game of the Missouri series last weekend. This off the end of the bat and barehanded. Carlin Pickens able to get out number 2. McEnroe Marinas is 0 for 3 tonight.
It's really easy to press as a sophomore and try to do too much. She's done just a really good job of showing that maturity.
Right back up through the box and into center field. 2nd hit for Cassidy Pickering, and the to the first baseman, Gibson, and the inning is over. But Oklahoma battles back to tie it. The Sooners once trailed.
As well, as recruiting gets earlier and earlier, things change.
They do.
And it's not, it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong on either side. It's just finding the right piece. Tears.
High chopper. Reaching up to grab it is Sanders, but won't get to the bag in time. Mealer beats it. A little off balance there, but had to climb the ladder, did Sydney Sanders.
Fence.
Ground ball to Agbayani. She will tag Mealer and throw to first, but not in time. As Dodge beats the wrap.
It's good work by Agbayani getting the lead runner. But that ground ball took her.
Indeed it is.
There is a common denominator when you got high walk numbers like we've seen tonight.
Lifted into right center field. Long run, but Pickering is able to reach it, and the inning is over. A base hit and a runner left by the Lady Volunteers. Late, and Oklahoma was able to get out of not Dodge, but another city in Kansas, Wichita, with a 3-run victory, 19-16, as Pickens retires Ella Park. That is just fair inside the bag and past Panel. Sydney Sanders cruising into second base with a 1-out double for Oklahoma.
She just goes about her business, and she does it so deliberately, and seeing it there and seeing the reaction from Sophia Nugent behind the plate in this Tennessee defense.
In Oklahoma's SEC opening win. Roller to third. Panel to first, and the inning over. A double by Sid Sanders, but the Sooners lead one in the 6th inning, and we remain tied at.
Landry doing a good job of executing the drop ball, and then what has been the Achilles in this ball game, free passes. Again, just like we've seen, no right fielder
Chopper out in front. The throw will go to second. It is scooped up out there by Abby Dayton, the left fielder, who's on the infield with that shift. So the ball.
And Morgan put the ball on the ground and trying to get that high chop, and curious to see the jump at first base.
And there goes Morgan after being safe at first. The pitch goes all the way back to the backstop. Emmerling picks it up. Decision.
The call on the field has been changed.
To first base, hard hit, but right at Sanders, and the inning is over. Lady Volunteers get a base runner, but have that runner called.
The Sooners in a position here to potentially walk it off.
Not hit hard, and a tough play. The Dodge cannot quite get to first in time. Hannah Core with an infield single.
Jabs, and we've seen the long ball and we've seen the big strikeouts.
Huge one right there. Maybe none bigger for Pickens. As she fans Dayton, who homered. Oklahoma's been able to get the leadoff batter a chance. Pulled into the hole between third and short. First hit of the night for Nellie McEnroe-Marinas. And the winning run is in scoring position for the Sooners.
That's a huge take by Pickering.
Pulled through the right side and into right field. Leach is up with it. Core is around third. The throw is on target. It's on time. And Core is cut down. We stay tied.
Gasso was sending Core the entire way. And Leach attacked and just threw an absolute strike into Nugent to throw out Core, and see Core trying to slide around. And
what a huge momentum swing this could be if the Lady Volunteers could get out of this. Back up the middle, positioned perfectly. Mealer to the bag, and the inning is over.
Bonus ball. And as the game has progressed, we've said Landry's gotten better, and talk about ice water in the vein.
Driven in 26 this year, and diving comes Core. It is no catch. That ball landed. A one-out single for McKenna Gibson. Good effort by Hannah Core.
Heck of an effort by Core, and you see the grin. Doing a good job of going for the catch, but an even better job of keeping the ball in front. That gets dicey real quick. But Hannah Core going for the out, but holding it to a single, and as a senior to think 125 pitches.
Pretty well hit to right field, and it's gone. Sophia Nugent. Two-run shot to right field against her former team. And Tennessee has taken the lead in the 8th.
Talk about drawing it up. I mean, Sophia Nugent, the former Sooner, and taking this pitch, Oppo, and the pitch from Landry, you can see from her reaction, she knew it immediately. And not getting that pitch to a corner.
Into right center field. Core will not be able to reach it. It bangs off the wall. In fact, it hits so hard that Mealer has to hold it first with a hard single off the wall in center. That's her third hit. She has
to come back from a deficit.
Ball 4 to Dodge. So 2 runs home on
Love's Field have been entertaining, to say the least.
Garcia gets the force play. The flip to Agbayani for the second out, as Mealer is able to advance catcher Nugent. She's also got a double and been hit by a pitch in this game. That one goes right past Emmerling. And it's a run on the board for Tennessee to take a 5-2 lead on a wild pitch.
It's a huge run for Tennessee, and that Volunteer dugout knows it. You can see the frustration from Emmerling, and a pitch in the dirt and not quite getting there. And that's a tough pitch. But Emmerling, you can kind of see in her reaction, knowing.
Hard hit ground ball, but Sanders is there, and the inning is over. 5-2. Tennessee leads.
The middle of this lineup has not had a hit outside of Sydney Sanders.
Line shot caught by Mealer. One away. That ball hit hard. But once again, perfect positioning. Mealer was in the right. 78.2 mile per hour fastball for Pickens on Monday. Sharon Weekly said she gets the strikeout on Sanders. He said of Pickens, though, the best part is the publicity from as impressive a win as we've seen this season in the home of the four-time reigning national champions. And there it is, a strikeout by Pickens. She strikes out the final two, and Tennessee takes the opener 5-2 at Loves Field in Norman.
What a game. Tennessee finding a way to get the job done, and in what was just a hard-fought game on both sides. And you can pick it apart and look at things that could have been done differently. But Tennessee finding a way to get the job done, and Pickens coming in and shutting this game down.
Pickens picks up the win. She strikes out 6. And the reaction says it all.
And getting the called third strike on the outer half, and just the absolute passion and joy from Pickens. And what has been, I would assume, probably kind of an odd week for her, and all the attention. And you talk about the 78.2, but just look at the absolute enjoyment coming from Pickens and the way that she handled herself today. And